Life is good. Give them some more love, please. And welcome to this extraordinary moment, a moment in which you are absolutely open and receptive to the unfolding of your powerful destiny. Take a deep breath with me here right now. Take another and release the sound of ah. Ah. It is my privilege to deputize you, the Wizard of Oz. As you did that you opened your heart and became aware that you have made the distance between the head and the heart, and are keenly aware that we're living in an ocean of devotion, of sea of divinity, and that we're exploring this wonderful theme of the month, which is beyond what you can truly trust. And you're becoming aware that we are here in our spiritual practice to go beyond our limited points of view, our perceptions, our opinions, our positionalities, all that would keep us limited. Our prayer work is to take us beyond the known, into the realm of where the real juice is, that which the ego seeks to keep us from. You are here to go beyond. This is why you pray. And then you're coming into an awareness of what you can truly trust. And what you can truly trust, of course, is this divine presence that's everywhere, called by millions of names. And what you can truly trust is your own spiritual practice that yields insight and revelation, allowing you to go beyond what you formerly believed, any hypothesis that you carried, whatever opinion that you were holding. You're going on into the realm of ever-expanding good. And then coming to an understanding today that you are here to be for real and not really realistic. There is a difference. That which is real is eternal. Say the word eternal. That which is real is forever. Say the word forever. That which is real is eternal and forever, timeless, untouched by time and experience. And realistic is a counterfeit, is the condensation of points of view and positionalities and opinions that sometimes celebrate separation, sometimes that celebrate not-enoughness, scarcity, lack, and limitation, that has condensed itself into what is called the world of appearances. We call it the world of appearances because it appears and disappears, and it may not totally represent that which is real and eternal, which is the life of the presence of God within you and is your very life and being. So you are here to not merely be realistic. If you remain realistic, you block the miracle. If you remain realistic, the creative urgency of your soul can't be released, because you'll always be dealing in what is known already rather than exploring the infinite possibilities that lie outside of your present paradigm. Your spiritual practice of which you can trust. I'm talking about affirmative prayer. I'm not talking about begging and beseeching. I'm not talking about pleading to God. I'm talking about lifting your state into a high state of absolute gratitude and thanksgiving and appreciation for your oneness with the presence, so that gratitude becomes an opening for the blessing that's always happening. But as I was saying in the earlier service, there is a response by corresponding, that all of life, the love, the peace, the joy, the wisdom, and the harmony is everywhere. However, it must correspond to your own nature. So when you hang out in the love, the peace, the joy, and the gratitude, you have become receptive to the eternal blessing that is always happening. You can trust your practice. Individuals have been trusting exogenous things. They've been trusting things outside of them. People have absolutely been trusting in governments, presidents, dictators. They've been trusting in all manner of external things, only to be disappointed over and over and over again. What you can trust is your practice. What you can trust is the presence of God. Presence and practice. P and P. Presence and practice. So then you step out of being realistic, because realistic is in time. It is that which has already happened. You will hear people say, well, you've got to be realistic. And you're to say, no, you don't. You are here to step out of that. And that's where your practice comes in, because when you have an insight, it is the eternal coming into time through your awareness. In fact, we're living in a time now in which that which is realistic is screaming. It's so loud You have individuals who are placed in governments that are absolutely ensuing white nationalism as the way to be on the planet. That's a limited, scarce concept that has released itself in time, and it is a public proclamation of ignorance, a public proclamation of limited perception. It is basically saying, here are my shortcomings. I can't see reality. I am rising up with a sense of white nationalism. Only white men can run the country. White nationalism. I was a racist before it was cool. These kind of perceptions that are in your government right now is an articulation of that limited, realistic point of view. Not here, not now. Not here, not now. And so with this public display of ignorance, this public display of limited perception, you are the people that are rising up in love, by the way. You are the people that are rising up not in any sense of separation, but embracing all peoples, regardless of walk of life, regardless of culture, regardless of religious persuasion, regardless of sexual orientation, regardless of people trying to legislate there's only two genders, regardless of people trying to prevent individuals from celebrating their particular culture. They cannot erase history, nor they can erase or stop the progress of the universe. Listen to me very carefully. The universal presence birthed a universe, not a separate verse, but a universe. And this universe is progressive. It is always expressing to reveal and reflect the infinite nature of the presence. It does not go backwards. It is always going forward, even when there's a glitch or a little bit of a contraction. It continues to expand and reflect and reveal itself. And those that are trying to be realistic, to hold to a limited point of view, are going against the nature of God, going against the nature of the universe, and it will not work. It cannot. A fascist cannot be on the throne forever. It's impossible. Take a breath with me right now. Just take in what I'm saying, because I'm not against anything, but I'm just for something. And please be aware that as I'm calling a thing a thing, we're not talking politics. We're talking an awakening into a spiritual awareness of unity and oneness and the celebration of all people. We're waking up and celebrating the unity and the oneness of all people. So with the rise of this limited point of view that I've already articulated, it's just a fear-based way of living and a fear-based way of expressing, and it's the beautiful thing about it is that which has been under the rug for so many years is no longer hidden. So therefore, it can be healed. Therefore, it can be looked directly in the eyes, call a lie, and begin to dissolve. But it can only be dissolved by individuals who are not in fear or hate or separation. In other words, what I'm inviting you to be is a cosmonaut. A cosmonaut is like an astronaut. You know, an astronaut goes into space but has its own environment. It doesn't get oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen from the external environment because it doesn't exist there. The astronaut carries the atmosphere with them. You're invited to be an astronaut or a cosmonaut of the Spirit, and that is you're to vibrate so high with the vibration of love and peace and harmony and unity, celebrating all people, that when you go out into the world, you will understand what it means to be in that world, but not to be of it. You'll be in the world, but you'll be of your own atmosphere, your own vibration and frequency. Where does that come from? Your spiritual practice. Without your spiritual practice, you get caught in the undertow of hate, the undertow of separation, the undertow of being mad at ignorant people, the undertow of being upset at ignorance, running wild and being loud. You'll be caught in the undertow of that. But as you have spiritual practice and you begin to vibrate at the higher frequency, you'll be in the world, but you'll be of the higher frequency, and this universal presence that is moving through the progression of the universe will match your vibration, and then you will be the anchor point for the next stage of human evolution. You got to hear what I'm saying. God responds by corresponding, meaning as you're hanging in that high vibration, there is a vibrational match, and then you become the anchor point for the next stage of human evolution. What am I saying here? I'm saying that this presence of God can't do anything for you that God can't do through you. There has to be a correspondence. And so with this progression that's happening universally, this presence finds you worthy when you're in gratitude, when you're in joy, when you're in forgiveness, when you're in compassion, when you're in kindness, even for those people who don't like you, even those people who want to diminish your gifts, diminish your freedom, diminish your law, even those who would want to manipulate you into thinking that you're not good enough. You see? You are vibrating at a higher level. So therefore, as we are this month celebrating Black History Month, we're just really celebrating American history. It's just an infusion into this culture of people who were forcefully removed from the continent of Africa and enslaved, but still triumphed nevertheless to contribute to this country's science, medicine, music, art, athletics, so much. But we don't stop there. We celebrate our Japanese brothers and sisters. We celebrate our Mexican brothers and sisters who they call them illegal, but it used to be Mexico. Texas was Mexico. They're just coming home. And so individuals who have drawn forceful lines on the globe and saying, this is mine and this is not yours, we know that's just a limited colonial consciousness based on lack, limitation, fear, doubt, and worry, and separation. It's realistic, but it ain't real. That which is real is the presence. That which is real is love. That which is real is joy. And that which is real is the celebration of all beings on this planet. Do not be caught in the undertow of that which is becoming realistic and pronounced throughout the world. Call a thing, denounce it. Remember what you're trusting in. You're trusting in the presence. You're trusting in your practice. You're trusting in the awareness of the celebrating of all people. These are things that you can lean on. And then you'll understand the initiation that happened for Malidoma Somé, great spiritual teacher, great friend, who was initiated as an adult and had to put the mud of his particular region on his body and not bathe for a while. And through meditation and spiritual technologies, he began to hear the voices of nature, the trees and the animals. He could understand them. And then Mother Earth talked to him and told him that she had gone to another higher vibration, a higher frequency, and was waiting for humanity to catch up. And those that hold this frequency, love. Those that hold this frequency, dynamic peace. Those that hold this frequency, kindness and compassion. Those that hold this frequency, generosity. Those that hold this frequency will ride and be the ambassadors of this next stage of human evolution. And those that get caught in the undertow of separation and fear and doubt and worry will find this particular time in human history very calamitous, very fearful, there'll be a lot of anxiousness and wailing and gnashing of teeth and all manner of ways that will deplete the immune system and bring about inner calamity of the body temple. I'm calling you out as lovers of God and lovers of humanity. I'm calling you out as individuals that can stand in the gap and hold the frequency and the awareness of gratitude, even when in the realistic world, even in the condensation of thought forms that are revealing themselves as racism and homophobia, even the condensation of lack, I'm calling you out as those who can stand strong in your spiritual practice and be so grateful for your aliveness that you become a celebrant of the divine presence, and then you become a fiat of the Spirit, but then there becomes a correspondence that this universal presence through the universe, the progressive universe, it corresponds to the nature of your vibrational song. Now you begin to be an ambassador of the miraculous in times when there is no way that something good can happen. In times when your back is against the wall, when the times that things just seem impossible, suddenly or incrementally, that which always is has found a way to express through you. Not around you, not to you, but through you. I want you to stand up right now. For those who can stand up. But I want you to stand. I want you to stand strong. I want you to take a stand as if you're the most confident being on the planet. I want you to take a stand as if you know that you are totally loved. Woo-hoo. Take a stand as if you feel that the universe has got your back. I want you to take a stand and just feel. I want you to feel right now that all of your needs are met right now. Just feel it. Just feel it. Oh, matter of fact, just say it. All of my needs are met. The universe is for me and there's nothing against me. Everything is working together for my good. I feel it in my bones. I just feel this frequency. Feel this frequency. The universal presence by law is now corresponding with you. It responds by corresponding. You have to understand what that means. It's matching your frequency. So when you are in love, when you are in gratitude, you are in peace, there is a response. There's a response. And the realistic, that which has condensed itself in time and space as a point of view that has condensed itself, begins to have no power. It begins to fall apart. I'm saying to you, as Victor Hugo said many years ago, nothing can stop an idea as time has come. That in this moment, if enough of us hold this vibration, right thought, right speech, right action, we'll be compelled to discover our assignment as to what we are to say or do. Everybody can't do everything, but everybody can do something. What we are to say or do, you might be a writer, you might be a choreographer, you might be an artist, you might be a plumber, you might be a painter, you might be a teacher, you might be a healer, whatever it is, you would do it with such love. For all humanity, not cutting anybody out. You are loving the haters, you are loving those that hate you, you are loving those that would try to diminish you, you are loving those people that say you don't matter. You are loving those people that say there are only two genders. You are loving those people that hate gay people, black people, Mexican people, that just hate all humanity. What? All of those, some who are in pseudo power now, that say that only white men can run the country. They're in pseudo. Remember, there's one power, that's God. Then there's pseudo powers. One power, God, pseudo powers. Even those lesser brothers, when I mean lesser, I mean limited awareness. We love them. We love them into a soulful recognition of who they really are. A lot of their minds have been imprinted by parents and grandparents who were into white nationalism and Ku Klux Klanism, so afraid at the time that they had to wear masks. Now they don't. Thank God that things are being revealed so that they can be healed. Once they're revealed, they can be healed. Feel into that. Now, just take this stand with me. Take an in-breath. Release. In-breath. Release. Now we're simply going to ask to be taken beyond. We're going to be asked to be taken into the quantum field of infinite potential, the quantum field of infinite possibilities. We're going to be asked to take it beyond our own perception, our own opinions. Opinions are all right, but in these kind of moments, of transformation, we bracket our opinion. We all have them. And we ask to be lifted into the highest possibility for our individual life. We ask to be lifted into the highest possibility of our nation, the highest possibility of our globe, all nations, as sentient beings. Beyond our opinions, we ask to see it so that we can be the vehicle of it. It's going to have something to do with love. It's going to have something to do with peace. Something to do with joy, beauty, abundance, harmony for all. Understand, at this time in history, we have everything necessary. Every technology is already here that can feed everybody, clothe everybody. Everybody can have free energy. Everybody can have all the commons, water. It's all here. The only thing that's keeping it back is a limited paradigm that seems to be realistic. But it's not real. We're here to break the paradigm that the floodgates open. It happens in our consciousness first. Consciousness first, form second. Consciousness first, form second. Consciousness first, form second. So in this consciousness, we even have a guy talking about a real estate deal in Gaza after murdering all those people. That's how insane it's gotten. That's realistic, but it ain't real. Hold this silence for a moment. Allow yourself to be lifted up in the rarefied vision of what's possible for humanity. Don't let your mind say that's not realistic. We can't do it. It's impossible. They're too strong. No. It's a pseudo power and there's a real power. Catch the vision for your own life. All needs met. You living full on with your giftedness and your assignment. Catch the vision for the nation. All needs met. All beings being celebrated, regardless and because of national origin, color of skin, sexual orientation. All beings being celebrated. The garden is full. The presence loves the word diversity. That's why it made nothing the same. It loves the word inclusion because we're all included in this oneness. So simply because limited perception does not like the word diversity or inclusion, we rise up in inclusion and diversity. We celebrate all the flowers in the garden. We celebrate all the trees. We celebrate all the beings. We let no one force us into a limited point of view. Stay in the silence for just a second and let your own awareness expand into a beautiful vision of your own life, the vision of the nation, and the vision of the nations of the world. We move from competition to the sexy collaboration. That's where we're moving. That's where we're moving. Those who have limited perception are afraid and think they're competing with other nationalities. No, we're rising up into the realm of collaboration because we're all needed. We're all needed. Are you following what I'm saying? Are you catching this? Okay. Then feel your potency right now. Feel the vision for your life. Feel the vision for the nation. Feel the vision for the nation of the world. And when you scream, let it be a scream of celebration that is happening right now. Go! Let it be right there, right there, right there. Hold that space. Now here, when is this happening?
Now.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
So in this field of infinite potential, in this quantum field of reality, that idea of all needs met, that idea of all of us being together, celebrating each other, that idea is happening right now. It's vibrating right now. Governments can't stop it. Politicians can't stop it. People can't stop it. It's happening now. And then now we give it permission to happen through us. We become ambassadors of it. We are agents of a higher consciousness. We are agents of ever-expanding good. We are agents of divine love. We are cosmonauts, holding our own atmosphere everywhere we go. We don't give our power away. What does that mean? No one can make you change your mood. No one can make you feel a certain way unless the seed is already there. But now you're eradicating that seed. So that as you see, as it states in the 91st Psalm, as we look out upon the world and see the law of cause and effect, we see the reward of the wicked, we see all the stuff happening, it shall not come nigh us. Because we're making the Most High our habitation. We're living here. This is the practice. This is what you're trusting. You're trusting in the presence and you're trusting in your practice. You're not trusting in anything external. Presence and practice. Presence and practice. Feel it. Feel it. If you need to sit down, you can, but if you're going to keep standing, stand up just for a moment. Remember, beyond limited points of view, perceptions, opinions, positionalities, perceptions, our prayer, our meditation takes us beyond that to an insight into what we can trust, presence and practice. We step out of being real-like, which is a counterfeit. If you remember those old cartoon comics years ago, they used to have one called Bizarro. Remember that? In which everything was backwards. Superman was a bad guy and all that. Well, we're living in some of that now. Where those who are supposed to be protecting us and ushering forward the new epic of good are bizarre. They're crazy people, that have limited perception. But we are waking up. We're loving everyone back to themselves. We're moving out of real-like to that which is real and eternal. Whew. Just place your hands over your heart and just feel that your life matters. Your life matters. You may think your life, your one little life, is insignificant. It doesn't matter. What can I do? There's so much stuff going on in the world. I can't do anything. Your life, say, my life matters.
My life matters.
I represent the entirety of the presence. So with this awareness, every time you have an insight, you are changing the vibrational frequency of your neighborhood, your city, your state. You're changing it vibrationally. As we are in the secret place of the Most High, under the shadow of the Almighty, as we've been taught to do, make a joyful noise. As we've been taught to do, be of good cheer, for one has overcome the world. That would be us here and now. I think it's time to just enter into a prayerful moment. You can sit down if you want, or you can stand if you want. However, it doesn't matter. I just need you to take a stand inwardly with me. Oh, infinite Spirit, Lord God, how great thou art. How infinite and divine and perfect is thy holy name. wonderful. Changeless. Changeless. Timeless. Forever. Oh, the real deal. Oh, my God. It is from this awareness that we celebrate each other. We celebrate the contributions of every single being who has made some contribution to what is called American history. Otherwise, this month, 28 days celebrating African American History Month. Feel into this. Science and medicine, Charles Drew revolutionized the storage and processing of blood plasma, leading to the development of modern blood banks. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams performed one of the first successful open heart surgeries in 1893. Dr. Patricia Bath invented the device that improved laser cardiac surgery, becoming the first African American woman to receive a medical patent. I can go on and on and on about George Washington Carver, the great mystic who listened to nature and guided him to understand crop rotation, the use for sweet potatoes and peanuts, and all manner of healing through listening, waking up at 4 o'clock every morning and catching the Spirit's wisdom and guidance. Dr. Mae Jameson Technology and engineering, Granville Woods invented the numerous devices related to the railroad system, including the multiplex telegraph. Lewis Latimer played a key role in the development of the electric light bulb by improving the carbon filament. Mark Dean co-invented the IBM personal computer and holds 3 of IBM's original 9 PC patents. Garrett Morgan invented the modern traffic signal and a gas mask used by firefighters and soldiers. These are just certain contributions of the forced immigrants that were enslaved. Musical genres, African Americans created jazz, blues, gospel, R&B, country, and Western. People forget that half African invented the banjo. Funk, hip hop, and rock and roll. Dance, tap, swing, break dancing. Harlem Renaissance, a great explosion in the 20s, redefined art, literature, and music in America and beyond. Obviously, this list only scratches the surface, and there's so much more, and every culture has contributed. Every culture. We love every culture. We love white men. We love white women. We love everybody. But we're not going to erase history. No. You're not going to erase history. We're not going to do it. No. We're all equal. In the sight of the infinite Spirit, we're all endowed with everything that God is. In the physical, some people were running the 100-yard dash beginning at the 50-yard line, and some were running way in the back. So we live in the consciousness of unity and oneness. So listen to this. Feel in your heart your oneness with this presence. Feel in your heart your oneness with all beings. And we have to keep including those that don't like you, those that would try to diminish your rights, those that would not include you, those that would say you're less than human. We are loving the haters. I love you. This is the power of forgive them, for they know not what they do, even though they know what they're doing. I love you. But they don't know what they're doing to themselves. I love you. So I speak the word for each and every one of us that we may be free today. We may be free from ignorance, hate, lack, limitation, fear, doubt, and worry. We may be free to express our true nature and being. Will you be whole? I speak the word that the body temple hears this vibrational frequency, and every organ, action, function of the body temple is made every whit whole as an instrument of love and of peace, creativity, generosity, and soulful artistry. Will you be made whole? Yes. I speak the word for our dynamic prosperity. All needs met, that we can make a mighty contribution to this planet, this time in human history, making a mighty difference with our generosity. Will you be made whole?
Yes.
I speak the word that we come to the feeling tone of divine love and infinite peace, that we are a cosmonaut holding these frequencies in such a way that everywhere we go, heaven breaks out. Everywhere we go, healings break out. Everywhere we go, miracles break out. This is the destiny of those who are awakening. That would be us. That would be here. That would be now. Oh, I feel it. 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 Oh, something wonderful is happening. Something wonderful is. Oh, say that. Say something wonderful is happening. Say something wonderful is happening. Say it again. Now feel that something wonderful is happening. This might not be the Super Bowl, but it's the Super Soul, baby.
It is long.
Woo!
It is long. It is long.
Come on, make them feel it.
My God, it is long. Oh, 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 oh. What is love? Is it not the only thing worth living for? In this crazy world, I know we're needing more. My God, it's love. And it is time, the wretched of the earth, the meek, the cast aside, to know that we are worth more. We are love divine. My God, it's love. The bravest hearts with broken dreams become mine. Yes, of broken things, take her to the sky, blackbird, and reclaim your life, blackbird.
Hands up.
Be set
Receptivity.
free.
You can fly. Receptivity.
Yeah.
You can fly above the disturbance.
Take to the sky.
Take to the sky of your heart.
Reclaim your light, blackbird. I'll come me.
Take to the sky of mind and heart.
What is
Feel your freedom.
Oh my God.
Feel your freedom.
I am free right now.
You're going to make a difference on this planet.
I am free right now. I am free right now.
You are real. Real, not realistic. Real.
God, use me.